Hello, welcome to the Adorable Homestead. It's been a while, so let's update you with a garden tour. I'm gonna start you off over here near the chickens. They're doing well. I built a compost bin, four-walled. Just gonna throw some stuff in there. In this garden bed, I got some radishes. This is collard greens. We got some beets that aren't doing well in this soil, so I might swap them out for something else. We got some onions. These tall things are runner beans. I'm pretty sure these are, there's a stunted one, but these ones are doing well. Pretty sure these are the violet beans. And these over here, oh, I'm in the way. These over here is atomic corn. I have to thin these out because I planted 2 per hole because I don't know their germination rate, and they seem to have a pretty good germination rate. So I'm going to have to thin them out, which is easy enough. You pick the smaller of the 2 and just kind of pinch it out. That's it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go around and do that for all of it because I can't be that close when growing. Even this here, this little 3-inch difference is a bit too close. So we'll see which one grows better and go from there. And then this is my potato trench. So I dug out a trench about 4 or 5 inches deep. And I stuck a little bit of compost in the bottom, and then potatoes on top of that. And we already have some baby potatoes coming in. Look at these little beauties. I also planted beans on the inside of the trench along the lines, and then corns on top of the mound. But it doesn't appear as if any of that is coming in yet. The beans might not even be good, so we might try something else there eventually. So here's a garden bed that's doing real well. These are my potatoes. These are all potatoes. One of my first videos that I posted, I shared with you guys me growing potatoes. And that's them. They are doing very, very well here. And then I got carrots. These are dragon carrots. They're bright orange-ish red carrots. Those are doing well. My oregano is bushing out. I love oregano. Look how that grows. It's so lush. I have 2 rows of kale coming up here. Again, I'm gonna have to thin these out. I've already thinned them out once, but they're kind of prolific, so they're coming in good. These are some radishes that I'm going to pull out probably today. I planted them last year in like November. They just started showing up around February, and now they're ready to pull. These here are candy squash. They're a green and orange summer squash. Yeah, again, I don't know germination rates real well, so I planted 3 of them here, and 2 of them have come up, and I think I'm just going to leave both of them and just kind of like train them to grow apart. So I have 2 large squash bushes here. Well, this is a whole new garden bed that I decided to build on a whim. It's another one of my hugelkultur inspired beds with stacked found wood and filled with compost and such and such. In it currently, there's a lot of crazy stuff in the middle. I kind of just planted blocks, square foot blocks of different things from marigolds and onions, beets, carrots, pak choy, collards, and kale. But on the end, if you see here, don't mean to have weird MTV viewing. If you see here along the end, I got tomatoes that I've planted here. There's a variety of tomatoes. They're everything from yellow pear to beefsteak. So we'll see what they turn out to be. They were from my brownies, my dirt brownie. And then on the end, on the opposite side, I have potatoes along the entire length of it as well. So we'll see those come in about 10 days or so. Moving right along, here's another garden bed here. I got some lettuces that I had pricked out and planted directly into the ground after pricking them. And not many of them have actually done well. So only a few of them have actually done anything. I did plant a bunch of broccoli and cauliflower, but they all stayed tiny like this. Now, this is on day 72. It should be huge. It should be starting to build a head, but it's just a dinky little broccoli green at this point. But I'm leaving this one in hopes that maybe it'll do something and surprise me. But I also planted out some collards, some kale, and something else. I'll have to figure that out and post a picture, but and find the picture where I described it all. But that's all laid out here in this section. Then if we move forward, I got these 4 blocks here. The far side over there has icicle radishes and zucchinis on either of the mounds. And this one has wasabi radishes and crookneck squash on those mounds. The crookneck squash that I originally planted was from like 2003 seed packets. They did not spring up at all. No germination whatsoever. So I planted some fresh ones from 2019, and I should see those coming in shortly. Then I got a row of Swiss chard up next. That's all Swiss chard going on down. Followed by the violet beans. Those are doing very well. And more corn. This is the Painted Hill variety corn. It's gorgeous looking. The corn itself is purple and orange and red and yellow and white, and it's going to be awesome when it grows in. But I don't. They haven't grown in yet, buddy. But again, I have to separate them. You know, can't have two that close to each other. So goodbye, little one. Goodbye, little one. And that's pretty much that's for that box. Moving on next to the hugelkultur original. So up here we have the hugelkultur bed, and I took the radishes on the ends out a long while ago. These are onions. Look how well these are doing. These are beautiful, beautiful red onions. They're doing great. I planted some fresh collards in the corner here. I got spinach, but it doesn't look like it's doing too well here, so I might plant some kale or something on the top end. Some carrots that are starting up. Here are radishes. Look at them. They are taking over. They are doing real well here. These are more broccoli and cauliflower, and like in the other bed, they're not really doing much. I don't know if it's just my garden beds or it's the climate I live in, but they don't do well here. And I was right. This is kale. Red Russian kale there. So, if you guessed kale, you were correct. And then I got some sweet peas climbing up a lattice that's just sticks that's stuck in the ground. But they're doing all right. Getting some sweet peas up. I have an empty portion here. Probably going to plant some salad greens or something there. Or maybe tomatoes. Peppers? What do you think I should plant there? Let me know in the comments below. Lastly, over here, I have this. I don't think I've ever shown you guys this. This is a ladder that I just laid down. And I have blackberries in it. And then some other things that are still coming up. So this is chocolate mint. I thought it died last year, but it seems to be coming back up. And this is lemon balm. Same thing. I thought it died, but it's back to life now.
Those two died, right?
Yeah. And then that one is another blackberry coming in. This is my blueberry patch, and I expanded it with 2 new blueberry bushes because originally I had 2 in there, and the first one survived the winter, but I had another one over here and it died. So I went and I got 2 brand new blueberry bushes that were much bigger than the ones I originally got, and they're doing great. In fact, this one already has a bunch of berries. Berries! On that note, while we're talking about fruit, I'll bring you over here to my peach tree. This is my beaut. Look at that. Oh, look at that.
On this bench.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with the peaches. So, I have, I think, 21 peaches by my count at this point. So that's awesome. Look at this one up here. Peaches. Moving right along. We have my tire garden here. And it's doing alright. These cabbages, much like the broccoli and cauliflower, are not doing what I expected them to do. Do you have any pointers on how to grow cabbages, broccolis, pretty much anything in that family? Here's the kohlrabi, also kind of stunted. I don't know really what's going on there. These radishes are doing all right though, so at least something's coming from it. And then I have this arugula here that already looks like it's going to bolt. So I'm just going to pinch off this top portion of it and hope that will convince it to not go to bolt. Which is weird though, because the other arugulas are doing just fine. So I don't know why that one's decided to bolt. And then I built a whole new garden bed. Kind of got bored. So this is the path. It has a path that goes in and just dumps out to a little circle here. And I planted a bunch of stuff, but none of it's really come up yet. I transplanted these beans. These are speckled pinto beans that will be there. These are some carnival beets. I got some Walla Walla onions. A bunch of Walla Walla onions and the carnival beets too. So some of them look like they got trampled. No, don't be trampled. Grow, beets, grow. And then I also planted some tomatoes. We love tomatoes. So a bunch of tomatoes are here as well. And this is something new that I'm trying. This is a pak choi. It's a fast-growing green. It's in the same family as bok choy, obviously, but it grows faster and smaller. So it's not as tall. And they'll be like little greens that are supposed to grow quick. And got some more radishes amongst the weeds. Be gone, weeds. Wait, no, those aren't radishes. Those are beets. Silly me. And there's more pak choi here, along with more beans. In this corner, I planted 5 potatoes, but those are not coming up yet. And then across this little gate barrier, in this dirt patch right here, I tried to plant some quinoa. Just store-bought dried quinoa. And we'll see if that does anything. I think it would be pretty cool to have a little quinoa patch. That's it for my new garden bed. Alrighty, right, let's check out the greenhouse. It is so hot in here. These are a bunch of tomatoes. Bunches of tomatoes. I have to figure out where to put all of these tomatoes and peppers. I don't know at all what to do with them there. I'll figure it out though. I have more dirt and more places to plant them, so that's going to happen. This is toothache plant. Some of those are sprouting. The strawberries, the store-bought strawberry experiment I tried, did not work at all. But that's okay. And in here, I have some more peppers growing. These are more rutabagas or Swedes. Some lettuces that have to go out. On the other side, we got celery, These are the quinoa that I planted in these. So it's interesting to see them sprout up. Not very good germination rate. These are strawberry spinaches. And then all of my herbs. So many herbs. I already put out the marigolds and the cilantro. But I still have a bunch of other stuff that I need to find homes for in the ground. But again, I have a bunch of room. I have a bunch of dirt, so I'll figure it out. As we exit the greenhouse, this here is my potatoes. Those are doing really well. I've already doubled the soil twice now. I still have room to put a little bit more soil so that hopefully I can continue their growth and get even more potatoes. And then this is a strawberry bed. And we already have little baby strawberries coming up. That's pleasant. I like that. That makes me really happy. Strawberries, some spinach, and some bunching onions in here. Alright. So pretty. Moving right along to the bottom garden now. Alright, so here we are in the bottom garden. Let's look and see what we have growing up here. In the back, we got some cucumbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cucumber plants coming in. That's exciting. Over here, we got peas, sweet peas. And they are climbing this trellis that I built for them. It's not too tall, but we're going to wind them in and out of there. This is the only one of my cabbage family that is doing well. This is a Brussels sprout. That's pretty good. Then we got some radishes. These are the rutabagas. They are filling out and doing great. And then got some carrots. Little baby carrots. So much fun. Second one. More sweet peas climbing up. Red Russian kale is still doing well. I just transplanted a variety of lettuces. We have the rouge, butter crunch, and black Simpson. Those are doing well. Got some onions and more cucumbers. Those are all coming in good. And then a little row of carrots here. And these beets aren't really, where are they? There they are. These beets aren't really doing much down here. I don't know if my soil consumption sucks. I just planted too many of them in modules. I planted them too deep. Maybe I have pests. Maybe they don't like them being in full sun. I'm not quite sure. If you have any idea, let me know. This right here is going to be turned into 2 squash mounds. Maybe 3. So 3 squash mounds right here. This is another potato mound. Yeah, because potatoes are a good thing to grow. You always want to make sure you have a lot of potatoes. And in there, I put some cilantro and marigolds, because they are great companion plants for potatoes. Marigolds will keep away pests. The cilantro will keep away pests. All of them help each other. Good things to have. Then as I turn around and we look at my fence garden, that's what this is here. I planted some squash and corn and beans, a variety of different beans. I have field peas, which I think that's what that is right there. Little field pea growing up. And then that's another field pea. And we got black beans. Got a black bean there and right there, baby black beans. More black beans. Those are doing good. That's exciting. And then over here, I have black-eyed peas coming up too. That's a black-eyed pea. Those are black-eyed peas. That one is looking yellow. Strange. But also a black-eyed pea. So in a little bit, this whole garden bed is going to be lively as well. Thank you for coming on a tour with me. I know it's not much, but hey, it's what I got. If you have any answers to my questions, please reply in the comments below. If you have any suggestions, or if you have any questions for me, again, comments below. Give me a big thumbs up, like it, subscribe it, bell button, do all of that stuff, because that just would make me feel good. It would make me feel good. Do you like my hair? Anyways, I dyed it again and gave myself bangs. Yeah, but you have a wonderful day.